What's up guys, it's Eric with Grillslingers. Today we're going to show you our custom burger blend just in time for National Burger Day. Let's hit it. In honor of National Beef Burger Day, we are going to be showing you how to make our custom beef burger blend. If you're buying ground beef at the store, more power to you. But when you have control over what cuts actually go into your burger, you can actually tailor the flavor, you know, the mouthfeel. You can actually get a really flavorful steak burger. Beef burger blend. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So I've got my KitchenAid mixer here. Yes, you can use a grinder for this, but I don't have a grinder. I have a KitchenAid stand mixer. We have a grinder attachment that goes onto our KitchenAid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 3 different cuts of beef and we're gonna run it through our grinder. And we're actually gonna do it twice. I've got short rib, beef chuck, and I've also got sirloin, but this is a very particular part of the sirloin. When you buy it in this cut, it's called a poulet steak, but this is actually where the picanha cut comes from, so we're gonna get that flavor as well. We're gonna grind this, mix it all together, grind it again, and then we're gonna form beef patties that we're then gonna put on our smoker. We're gonna smoke these burgers, and then we'll go ahead and build it all up. Should probably have a cutting board. That's on me. We'll be right back. Now that we have our proper equipment, first thing we do is we want to get all our meat cut up. So this is our short rib. All right, so with the short rib, what we're going to do is we're just going to take all the meat off the bone here, and then we're going to cut it into basically little slabs here, because we want to be able to fit inside the grinder. So make sure that your cuts can fit.
Move that trash.
You move your trash out of the way. He said I can't lift you out of the way. He's calling me trash. Well done. He's not wrong. The reason why we're using short rib for this blend is that it gives you a lot of fat. So it adds a lot of flavor into the burger. Is that good? Can you hear me over the weed whacker? I hope so. The next thing we're gonna cut up is our sirloin. Is this okay? So again, this is sirloin cap. We're gonna actually use the fat because sirloin cap fat actually renders really well. Okay, sirloin's done. We're gonna bring out our chuck roast. Now with this one, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna kind of pull it apart before we cut it, because we don't want all that connective tissue, even though we're grinding it down. It just doesn't do anything for flavor, so. That's done. All right, so it's time to set up the grind. All right, so we're gonna run this through the grinder twice. First, just to get all our chunks kind of like broken down, and then as a blend, we'll make sure it's all kind of dispersed together. Set this on a low speed. We don't need to go super fast. Ideally, you wanna have it frozen or just a little bit more solid together, but we don't have time. And send it. So that's our first grind. We're gonna go ahead and pass through for our second. And then once that's done, then we can set up to actually make our patties. Here we go. All right, so now it's time to put our patties together. We're just gonna make these some big boys because we don't want them to dry out as they smoke. So I'm gonna take a pretty generous handful here. Wait, can I do a little more? Okay. There's one. Put a little divot in the middle. What?
This is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, boy.
Here's how we're gonna do this. Since these burgers are not gonna really be flipped until the very end, caramelize the outside, we're gonna salt it now. And we're just doing salt on this one. We're not gonna put any pepper. Yes, it's a broken grinder. Cool. So it's all salted. It's gonna go onto our smoker, which is running at 250. And we're looking for a finished internal temperature of, what's the group consensus here, how we want our burgers? Medium, 150. Cool. Let's go ahead and get to it. So our burgers are on. Again, we're checking for an internal temp of 150. We're also gonna throw some sweet onion in there to also kind of caramelize and pick up a little bit of smoked flavor as well. So I'm gonna go grab the onions and get that in. So the first time I ever made burgers and Richie came over and tried them, he asked me where I bought them. So this has always been a point of contention, and he brings it up every single time.
Bring it up.
All right, so our burger's been completed. So what we've got here is we've got some mustard cheese, we've got the patty underneath, and we've got some caramelized sweet onion, brioche, and a little bit of mayo on the bottom. We're trying to keep it simple because we really want to taste the meat and just put a couple things to accompany it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you a little cross section here. There we go. Tiniest little hint of a smoke ring on there. We'll go in for a bite. Every time I've had a smoked burger, they are dry. This could not be any further from that. It's super juicy. The onions and the cheese don't get in the way. You really taste the beef more than anything. I'm a happy boy. I hope you guys like this recipe. If you want to make your own burger blend, drop a comment below. Tell us what your ratio is, you know. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm just gonna eat my burger. We'll see you next time.